wealth if you don't abuse it. I'm so glad we're rich. They say it can't buy happiness, but money can keep us together. They say it can't buy love, I guess, but money still makes love so much better. If money can't buy it, I don't want it. I'm so glad we're rich. The key is how you spend and flaunt it. I'm so glad we're rich. I'm so glad we're rich. I'm just glad we're rich.
No, 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 no. This is a disaster. It's an emergency. Yes, yes. My butler has come down with food poisoning and my chef is being interrogated by the INS. Why do these things always happen to me? No, no, see, that means that I don't have a co-host for my show and we're about to... we're actually starting our show. I've got to go right now. Toodles, yes. Oh, goodness. Yes, hello there. Welcome to Bannister Banter minus Surly, Butler, and Sal Manila. I have no co-host today, but they say the show must go on, so I still have a monologue to do here. The first thing I wanted so just pretend that one or the other of them is laughing heartily at each punchline here. First thing I wanted to do was a shameless plug for my new airline. You know, I'm Sloan Bannister, president of Bannister Stairs. It's not just a stair, it's a Bannister. We make designer stairs, you know. Well, now we're branching out. My new, my airline, Ban American, Ban Am Air, you know. We have flights domestically. It only seemed to make sense for Bannister Stairs to branch out into the airline business because, as you know, both planes and stairs have flights, so it just seemed to see flights of stairs and flights of... Boy, I wish I had Surly or Sal here. See, they both have wings. See, same with Hooters Air, you know, because Hooters has chicken wings and planes have, well, wings, you know. But at least, unlike Hooters Air, at least with my airline, you don't have to worry about being scantily clad hostesses distracting you from your enjoyment of your in-flight magazine. You know, so that's at least a positive in my favor for going to Ban Am as opposed to one of these other fly-by-night airline operations. Oh, and as a special promotion now, we have new souvenir tickets. When you book your flight with Ban Am, each ticket is laminated. It's yours to keep. Has a picture on it, a scene from one of your favorite Bannister Banter episodes. So nowadays, if you fly Ban Am, you won't just have any ordinary ticket. You won't have a plane ticket, so to speak, because you'll have a special souvenir, see, as opposed to a plane ticket, because planes have tickets and it wouldn't be an ordinary or just... get a thesaurus. Anyway, another topic here I have is Madison Avenue constantly trying to cash in on holidays, even going so far with the ad agencies these days, trying to create new holidays just to have products to sell and to pitch and in order to be able to commercialize. You know, Father's Day is always a big one. You always see on air, you always see a lot of dadvertising, see, as opposed to advertising, dadvertising, because they want you to buy things for your dad. And then now they've come out with a new holiday they're trying to promote. This one is late February, not mid-February. It's for platonic relationships. It's called Palentine's Day. See, it's not quite the same as Valentine's Day, but in the same month, and I guess they figured they could sort of keep the ball rolling with Palentine's Day. And now, even for siblings, they're trying to get you to send cards and flowers. They're talking about instituting a Brother's Day. because you have Father's Day and Mother's Day, and why not have a Brother's Day? So I can't imagine FTDing any of my siblings, but you never know. And loan companies too. They now want to have their own holiday in I forget October, November, somewhere in there. They want to call it Banksgiving. See, because that day is you celebrate all of your low interest rate loans, and people commemorate their successful year of check cashing, I guess, and writing. But Banksgiving is another new holiday that they're hoping they'll be able to cash in on. And then finally, beer companies, much like the auto manufacturers who are constantly, putting out new models of cars. Beer manufacturers now want to get together and once a year introduce their new flavors of beer, and create a holiday around that. They actually want to call it when they put out once a year when they come out with their new models. They want to call it what have here? Yes, Brew Year's Day. See, because they're making brew once a year, they're coming out with the new flavors. So they're Brew Year's Day, and they want people basically to send cards. They've even got a prototype card out now that it basically says, "Have a hoppy new beer." See, because they use hops, and it's a new one. It's a flavor that just, I don't know why I even bother. It would have been much funnier with a co-host. Well, that's all I've got. I don't know. And I've got so much time to fill too, without someone to interview. Oh, yes. Hello, you there?
Yeah. Are you Sloan?
I'm Sloan Bannister. Yes. Yeah. Goodness. Yes.
Which one are you? You're the one in the middle?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Yes. Have a seat. I am. Are you the guest today?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Yes. Have a seat there.
Yep. Somebody wired me up, but there wasn't any co-host around here.
Yes, you definitely seem wired.
I've been on a lot of
yes.
talk shows, and
yes.
I've never not had somebody like to show me where it is. So, when are we going to get started?
It's terrible. As I said, my usual co-host, my butler, Surly Butler, he's got food poisoning, and my chef is off being interrogated by the INS, and the other servants seem to be out.
Well, I got a similar
somewhere.
problem myself. 2 of my 3 bodyguards are in the hospital again.
Yes, I see. Well, that's very interesting. But let me introduce you to our vast viewing audience here.
We're on now?
Excuse me. Yes, the show has begun. I just did the monologue, so excuse me for a second.
Which camera's hot?
Yes, hello. Welcome to another episode of Bannister Banter. We're here today with,
Me.
Who are you?
I am Dr. Hugh Mann.
Dr. Hugh Mann, okay. Yes, we're here, thank you. We're here today with Dr. Hugh Mann, and do you have some particular claim to fame, or are you only Hugh Mann?
I'm going to have to get a new publicist. I am the world's leading drug tester.
You were the world's, okay, thank you. I can work with that. Yes, Mr. Mann is the world's leading drug tester, and we'll be talking to him today, presumably about drug testing, I would guess.
Yes, precisely.
From my notes here, yes. So you're the world's leading drug tester.
That's right.
Now, how does this work?
Well, the pharmaceutical industry tries to develop a whole bunch of new drugs.
New drugs,
and,
yes.
They have a variety of tests.
In the shameless pursuit of wealth, yes, okay.
That's correct. And the FDA has to approve everything, and the FDA doesn't approve any new drugs until they have passed the Hugh Mann trials.
Until they've been tested, okay, the Hugh Mann trials,
That's
okay.
right.
So you use all of your Hugh Mann resources in order to test these drugs?
No. I don't perform the tests.
You
the
don't
tests are
perform
performed
the
on
tests?
me.
Oh, people are actually injecting you with these drugs.
I'm the one who takes the drugs, right.
I see. Right. Goodness. Well, that's a horse of a different color.
Listen, I'm sorry, but being short-handed and everything, I need to apprise you of a few things.
Yes, please
For one thing, I'm going to let you borrow this little bell for a little while.
I'm honored.
If I appear to be comatose,
Yes.
then you can try ringing that bell to see if that brings me out of it.
If you
And-
become comatose. as you-
Yes. And right
Well,
here,
you saw the monologue and you're still awake, so I can't imagine that there'll be a need for this.
oh, I'm
but,
sorry, I
just-
missed your monologue.
Yes.
But here I have a defibrillator. and-
Defibrillator.
Right, right. If I appear to be,
So it unfibrillates?
right, it unfibrillates or whatever, but
Okay, so fibrillating is bad.
I presume so.
Okay.
I normally don't use this myself. You know,
Okay.
it's used on me while I'm unconscious. So I'm not
Okay.
sure how to use it, but there are instructions inside.
Okay.
Usually my bodyguards would take care of this, but like I said, 2 of them are in the hospital. There was a reaction to one of the medications that I was testing.
Okay, why do you have bodyguards if you're merely a test subject for drugs?
Now, a lot of people misunderstand that. See, I'm the world's leading drug tester.
Yes.
So, when they want to test drugs on people, there are
Right.
3 types they test them on. They want you got a new drug. It's past your laboratory tests, and
Right.
they want to see if it really works on the people. They
Right.
want to test it on some people who've never had any drugs before. Nothing.
Right.
So these are clean people, and they see what kind of reaction they have.
And that would be you?
no.
No.
Then there's the second group,
Okay.
and that's people who have taken other medications that they think they might have an interaction with.
And so you fall into that group?
No,
No.
I'm the third group, and I'm not in the third group. I am the third group.
Or the third group, okay.
That's somebody who has taken everything.
Everything?
Everything. Now, I've been doing this for decades, so...
And yet here you
even-
sit. And yet here you sit. After doing this for decades. Okay, you're still with us. All right, so you've been...
Yes, I'm sitting.
Yes. It was more rhetorical, but that's okay. Proceed.
Okay, so I'm here to promote my new book.
Your new book.
My latest book, my...
Quite a
excuse me.
hefty tome. We'll get
Put it
the
right here.
bell out of the way.
My
there.
comprehensive compendium of assorted chemical trial interactions, and this is just the first volume of the set.
Volume 1 by Dr. Hugh Mann. Okay.
Yes, yes.
And
This is an extremely valuable resource. My fans love it. Of course,
you have fans?
Well, I have hundreds of thousands of fans.
Okay.
Unfortunately, most of them can't afford my books, so
I
they have to
see.
get them out of the public library.
Because they're spending all their money on the drugs that they're
You'd have to ask them.
interacting? Or why does someone need this book?
Well, let me give you an example here. You're thinking of taking some particular combination of chemicals to try to relieve some particular problem or improve some particular thing.
I am?
If you were.
Okay.
If you were. Then you could come to my compendium
Compendium.
and look up in the index the particular chemicals and get the code number, and then go look up the code, for instance, code 2839.
I see.
It tells you the test chemicals, the inactive ingredients, the test conditions, and the primary reaction. Like 2839, test chemicals, synicides, triethylenamine, polysorbate, inactive ingredients, hydrogenated cocoglyceride.
Which is in everything.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Now, the conditions, that's important.
Okay.
So these test chemicals were injected in me immediately prior to a meal of 10-ounce steak, 2 bean burritos, 1.5 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, 1 plate of sauerkraut casserole, 3 glasses of soda pop. This is the most important part.
Okay.
The primary reaction
Of combining all of these things.
right, immediately following the injection was an upset stomach.
Ah, okay. So you need to be aware of taking that drug
Yep.
if you're combining it with sauerkraut, burritos, and
Exactly.
the other.
Exactly.
So-
that's how powerful this book is.
Forearmed is forewarned, or
Right.
forewarned is forearmed, or it's better to know it.
And because I've been at this so long, nobody else can come anywhere close to the combinations of chemicals that I've tried. And
Okay.
even if someone were to start today, I've been doing
They
this
couldn't
since,
get caught up.
since around 1930, and
1930?
yeah,
Goodness. Well, how old are you?
95 this year.
Really? Well, you're in excellent shape for someone of your
Oh.
ilk. Ah, T. See, you could have been a co-host.
Kind of being shape. Oops.
No.
Lost
Yes.
my microphone here.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's certainly very interesting. See, I always assumed that they
Well,
test.
hold on a second. Hold on a second.
No.
Lost the microphone. Do we need to repeat anything? Did we get my book?
I'm
We-
sure we're fine.
Did you get the picture of my book? All right. Well,
Yes.
let me read you another sample just in case.
Okay. If you
Like
must.
entry 31,611. Test chemicals: carboxymethylcellulose, sodium, glycerine. Inactive ingredients: bonic acid, calcium chloride, disodium mediate. Well, the inactive ingredients aren't all that important.
I see.
Besides, it's basically just Visine.
Okay.
So the conditions was that this was swallowed immediately following alcoholic intoxication, stumbling down several stairs, and smashing my head on the floor.
I see.
So, I drank the Visine after that, and the primary reaction was a headache.
Headache. Okay. So.
Yeah, so you want to avoid drinking Visine under those conditions.
Under the right.
Unless you enjoy headaches.
Which so few people do. Okay.
Right. So how about if I just put this back up here,
Okay.
in
Feel-
case
feel
they
free.
here, let's get that junk out of the way.
But I was going to have some tea, but.
Oh, sure, have some tea.
Okay, well, I was
Is this
just
still
thinking
good?
about it. Okay,
Still
now
good?
I always thought that they tested these drugs on. Hello there. Yes. What are you? Are you quite all right there? Okay. I always figured
Well?
they tested.
Yeah, I'm on the right. You're on the left. I'm on my right.
Yes.
You're on my left.
I always assumed that they tested these drugs on animals. You know, cows,
no,
pigs,
no,
chickens,
no.
because after all, they are
Well,
pharmaceutical.
well,
So you
first
see,
they test them.
pharmaceutical because
First they
you'd be
test
out
them on
there
me.
and just with the pigs and cows. Yes.
First they test them on me. They can't just go around willy-nilly testing drugs on animals
I see.
because they might hurt the animals.
And we couldn't have that.
Of course not.
Okay.
So they test them on me first, and if it's doesn't hurt me, then they start trying it on little animals first, and then bigger
Now,
animals.
have any of these ever actually affected a cure?
Well, depends on how you define cure. I mean, there's a couple of reasons why they try to make new medications. One is to get cures
Right.
for like baldness.
Right.
I've been testing one of those recently, and other types they want to improve performance or some type
Okay.
of improvement,
Yes.
like memory.
Right. Okay. And how has that worked out?
That's what worked.
I have, but now, how about drugs to cure animals? Do they at least test those on animals?
Well, if they pass the Hugh Mann trials.
So again, you're taking drugs that they won't even give to animals yet.
That wouldn't be safe
Even
for
to
the
cure
animals.
No, again, yes, PETA would be livid. Well, here's something.
I'm a big supporter of animals, by the way.
No, you know, really.
I wear leather and I eat meat, but I refuse to wear leather or eat meat except from dead animals.
Ah, okay. None of the live ones.
No,
you
no,
won't
it's
do that.
just
So
a personal moral
humane
stance that I
being
take.
humane. Okay, okay. Now, Bannister Labs, you know, first off, I'm president of Bannister Stairs. We make designer stairs. I'm actually stairman of the board there.
So you get paid for staring at people.
No. The stairs people walk on, they climb up stairs from one floor to the next. Well, be that as it may, we need wood for the stairs. And so always trying to clear the rainforest. But one thing in Bannister Labs we've been experimenting with are drugs to help the trees grow faster and bigger. Steroids. I was wondering if you'd ever tried any of those.
Sure.
Drugs for plants, basically.
Sure.
You're hungry? We could have some tea. Just
A chewable medication. I'm sorry, but I have to stick to a very strict regimen. See,
Okay.
I don't just take a pill one time. Sometimes
Yes.
I have to take it, like every 15 minutes, every 2
Oh,
days,
of
something like
course.
that,
Yes.
for a long period of time. So I have to carry it with me and stick to a very strict schedule.
okay.
The FDA is very particular.
And what drug are you taking now?
Well, a whole bunch of long chemical names that I can't recall off the top of my head. I'm not sure exactly what it's for. They don't always tell me that.
You having any symptoms?
Well, that's hard to tell, too.
So it's sort of like a blind taste test, only with potentially lethal
most of the time, they don't want me to know
effects.
what kind of effects to expect, because they don't want me to influence it.
Right, they don't want to.
So, like, all I know about the one I'm taking right now is that it has something to do with homicidal activity. Whether it's promoting it or prohibiting it, I don't know.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's excuse me for a second. Yes. 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 911. Yes. Yes. Hold just a moment. Okay. I may be needing you in a second. Just stay on the line. Yes. Go on.
If you're worried, my bodyguard over here will
fine.
protect you just like he protects me.
Okay.
He does a lot of double duty. I'm not allowed to drive, so he's also.
You're not allowed to drive.
No. Or operate heavy machinery.
Okay.
But my this particular bodyguard does my driving, and he also doubles as
I don't see anyone over there
as my probation officer.
I don't see anyone. Are you there?
He's right outside the door.
Okay.
Oh, trust me.
I do. Okay.
Everybody trusts me.
No doubt.
I trust me.
But these drugs. So you've taken every drug there is.
Yep.
You know.
Oh. And don't assume that just means the drugs like you find in the drugstore.
No.
There's 100 drugs that fail to make it to the market for everyone that makes it.
Okay. And you've tried those too, even though they never made it to market.
Yep.
Now, why wouldn't some of these make it to market?
Because of the side effects. Not all the side effects are positive, like rashes. Or creativity.
You get rashes?
Oh, sure.
But it's a positive. You consider that a positive side effect?
Well, I like scratching myself.
I see. Well,
and creativity.
Have you thought this through? I mean, you wouldn't want to make a rash decision about something like that.
Well,
you have something there. It's not a gun, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is a prototype of an invention I just recently came up with.
The drug stimulated your creative
That's correct.
instincts.
Precisely.
You
so this
invented
device
yes.
lets a person look up their own nose.
The device with a mirror on top and a mirror on the bottom.
Exactly.
Is there a lot of need for people to look up their own noses?
Sloan, I didn't invent a need for people to look up their own noses.
No, of course
I invented a device that lets them look up their own noses if they already have a reason.
I see.
Understand? Okay.
Okay.
Right.
And where did you have that manufactured in China or what?
No. Chinese labor is way too expensive for a product like this. So I found cheaper labor in elementary schools.
And you had the little tykes build that.
Well, they for arts and crafts.
I see.
Yeah.
And what do you call that? Your nose looker upper?
Well, that's for the marketing people to decide. I don't bother naming stuff that I invent.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want anybody to think that the little children are being mistreated. They do get compensated with milk and cookies. Milk and cookies and nap.
Milk and cookies and nap. Okay.
And that's a pretty good deal. Because when I was in elementary school, I would have done it just for the milk and cookies.
Well,
when I was in graduate school, I would have done it just for the nap.
Well, given that shoddy workmanship, I'd say they're being overpaid.
This is the prototype.
I see. Okay. And you plan on marketing this in case anyone has a need to look up their own nose?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Now.
That ties into your product line. They need to look up their own nose while they're going up the stairs.
Have your people call my people, and we'll see what we are.
I didn't think about this, but we could do some cross promotions.
Yes, good. Hold on.
We could do some cross promotions. People could stare up their own nose.
Or stare up the stairs, or just.
You would have to come with me now, sir, please.
You're going to have to go with him. I don't know who you are, but thank you. I appreciate the tea, and yes, you must.
I gotta go. Can I leave a copy of my book here?
Anything that gets you out the door. Yes.
All right. Let's see.
And sound.
Have I got everything I need?
Yes, I think so. More than enough. Yes. Well, thank you for coming.
Coming where?
Rules. Goodbye.
You look familiar.
Yes, Sloan Bannister.
Sloan Bannister, yeah. We'll have to get together and chat sometime.
Oh, yes. Toodles, yes.
Oh, you're not my bodyguard.
No. Okay. That's a code blue. We're all fine here. Yes, yes. Thank you. Well, that brings us to the end of another scientifically bewildering episode of Bannister Banter. Until next time, this is Sloan Bannister saying adieu, and here's looking down at you.
If money can't buy it, I can't use it. I'm so glad we're rich. What good's wealth if you don't abuse it? I'm so glad we're rich. They say it can't buy happiness, but money can keep us together. They say it can't buy love, I guess, but money still makes love so much better. If money can't buy it, I don't want it. I'm so glad we're rich. The key is how you spend and flaunt it. I'm so glad we're rich. I'm so glad we're rich. I'm just glad we're rich.